What's up guys, it's Stu here, back again with another YouTube video. Today, you know what day it is, it's chest day, and I'm going to be guiding you through the best chest exercises to target the upper chest, middle chest and the lower chest. If you're new here, make sure to like and drop a sub. Trust me guys, this workout might be intense, but if you really want this 3D chest, make sure to follow through till the end. Alright guys, so before my chest workout, I always make sure that I get my stretches in. Alright guys, this is the final stretch that I do. Nice long stretch here, don't hold it for too long. And then you're going to switch arms. This is called the cable chest flies. This mainly targets your mid and lower pectoral muscles. So what you want to do for this exercise is grab both of the cables, push it halfway, and then you want to squeeze at the end and then pull it back halfway, and you want to do this for about 8 to 10 reps. Okay guys, so moving on to your next set, here are some tips to maximize your gains and your safety. So for the first tip, what you want to do is you want to make sure you're getting equal tension on both sides. This is all about safety. So you want to grab both of the cables and you want to make sure you bring it to midway point just before starting your set. So moving on to the last set, we're going to be just doing the same thing. We're going to make sure we get a good squeeze at the bottom, and when we're going back up, we're going to get a good stretch. Squeeze, stretch. One last squeeze, stretch. So moving on to the next exercise, this is going to be incline alternating dumbbell press. Let me show you how to do it. All right guys, so we're going to need two things, a bench and 2 dumbbells. So guys, you want to put the bench press to an incline of about 3 to 4. So grab dumbbells that you can do 8 to 12 reps suitably with. So at first you want to contract your shoulder blades together, make sure you lay down. You want to bring the dumbbells up slowly and pretend that you're punching someone in the air between the reps. set number 2. I want you to understand the importance of unilateral work. If you're not doing it correctly, if you're not getting a balance on both sides, you can do 2 reps on one arm, and if you can't do the 2 reps on both arms, it's going to be unbalanced, so you're going to get muscle imbalance. So moving on to set 2, we're going to make sure we get good balance on each side. Before moving on to the last set, let me talk to you about resting. I normally rest between 2 minutes to 3 minutes between my sets. So if I was going to do a lighter weight, I would rest for a minute or 30 seconds. But I'm going for the stronger weights, so I'm going to rest for about 2 minutes. Let me tell you about breathing. When a lot of people are lifting heavy weights, they tend to just hold in their breath. But what I tend to do is, when the weight's coming down to me, I tend to inhale. And when I'm pushing out, I tend to exhale. That's how I breathe properly when I'm doing my workout. All right, guys, last set, let's do it. Now we are going to move on to everyone's favorite exercise, the bench press. We are going to be bench pressing just with the bar. What I want you to do is just put your arms like this instead of this. So don't put it 90 degrees, put it 45 degrees, and make sure your triceps do all of the work. So go like this, grab up, and explode up. Do this for about 20 reps. Now we're going to finish this off with 15 to 20 push-ups. All right, guys, this is first set complete. Next, you need to up the weight to 80% of your 1 rep max. All right, guys, for this exercise, we're going to make sure we're doing no more than 6 reps. Remember to get a spotter just for safety. 3, 2, Cool, guys, before we jump into our last set, I want to give you a quick tip about breathing. When the bar's coming down to you, you should always aim to inhale, and when it's coming out, you should always aim to exhale. All right, guys, let's put this tip into All right, guys, let's put this tip into Let's put this tip into action. To maximize the intensity of my workout, I like to always finish up by doing push-ups. Try do this till failure. That's the end of the workout, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, I'm only here to help you out in the long term. It's been Giovanni Scott. See you in the next one.